Imagine someone you recognize from advertisements or the internet, and you think you know what she looks like. Then you see her in real life and realize there is more to the story. That is exactly the case with Milana Vayntrub. You might know her face, but her real size and shape? It is something many people have not quite focused on until now. Stay with me because by the end of this video you will see how her physical details compare to what you might expect, and why it matters beyond just numbers. Milana Vayntrub was born on March 8, 1987, in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. When she was very young, she and her family moved to the United States, where she later became an actress and comedian. She first gained attention for her work in commercials and later appeared in television shows and films. So when we talk about her size or measurements, we are talking about someone whose face many people recognize, even if they do not know all the details behind the name. Sources say Milana is about 5 feet 3 inches tall. Her weight is reported around 56 to 57 kilograms, which is about 123 to 126 pounds. When you think of someone of that height, you might picture a petite person. And yes, Milana does have a smaller frame compared to many actresses. But what is interesting is how her shape, posture, and presence help her appear confident and striking. It shows that size is not just about numbers. Now to the measurements. These are often estimated, so take them as approximate rather than exact. According to various sources, her bust is about 34 to 35 inches, her waist is about 25 inches, and her hips are around 34 to 36 inches. Her bra size is listed around 32C in several places, and her dress size is given as United States size 4. What this tells us is that Milana has a defined figure with curves, despite her shorter height. Her shape is described by some as the hourglass type. It is a good reminder that height alone does not tell all, because proportions and posture matter a lot too. Some people assume that because someone looks small or appears on screen, their measurements will be modest or average. But in Milana's case, the combination of her height and her curves changes what many expect. Because she is 5 feet 3 inches tall, yet her bust, waist, and hip numbers are strong. Also, different sources vary slightly. One might list her measurements as 34, 25, 34, while another says 35, 25, 36. That variation shows that estimates are just that, estimates. So the idea of proof in picture is not about exact perfection, it is about how the figure looks in real life versus what someone might expect based on height alone. You might ask, why should I care about a celebrity's size? That is a good question. Here are some reasons. It helps us see body diversity. Milana's body shows that short people can still have curves and a noticeable presence. It may impact how people view confidence and self-image. When someone like Milana holds herself well, it is a message: your body shape can be just fine as you are. It also matters in media and modeling, what measurements are seen, what is considered standard, and how real people compare to those standards. In short, it is not just gossip. It connects to how we see ourselves and others. If you check her photos, you will notice a few patterns. When she stands next to taller people, her 5 feet 3 inch size is obvious, but her posture often helps her appear confident rather than tiny. Her waist looks narrower compared to her bust and hips, emphasizing curves. Her outfits often highlight her shape rather than hide it. These are visual clues supporting the numbers, so the phrase "her real size leaves nothing to imagination" means that you can clearly see how her body is formed. One tip for viewers: when you see a photo, look at her height relative to others in the image, look at the waistline, and look at how her clothes fit. That helps turn numbers into actual look. Let us wrap this up. Milana Vayntrub is about 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighs in the mid-50 kilogram range, and has a figure that several sources estimate as around 34 to 35 bust, 25 waist, 34 to 36 hips, and bra size around 32C. These numbers show someone shorter than many on screen, yet with distinct curves and presence. What I want you to remember is that when you see her, or anyone with a body you compare yourself to, the numbers tell only part of the story. Height, weight, and measurements can help understand shape, but confidence, posture, clothing choice, and how the person carries themselves make a huge difference. If you look at the pictures side by side, you will see that yes, her shape pretty much matches what the numbers suggest. And that has its own kind of proof. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like and subscribe so you do not miss more simple and interesting celebrity profiles. And let us know in the comments, what surprised you most about Milana's size and shape.